Hey guys, and welcome to our first science fiction Star Wars model kit. This is Bandai Star Wars 1/44 scale Slave 1. And I gotta tell you, I didn't do a whole lot of science fiction or otherworldly type models until I started really playing around with Bandai. And these model kits are probably some of the absolute best made models I have ever put together in my entire life. It is just crazy how the engineering of these things work. So this is our wonderful box. Let's open it up and take a look real quick. We'll get through this introduction and start putting it together. So Bandai, I don't know what they do, but they're absolutely crazy good with detail and the way that their kits come together. So we've got our different groups of sprues. We've got some stickers. We've got some decals if you're a decal-oriented person. And we've got the instruction manual. The instruction manual is very thorough. Separates everything into parts for you. Really, really easy to understand. So there's nothing super special about that. On the back is their paint job, which is not horrible. We're going to come up with a bunch of different references, and I'll post those references on the Patreon rewards. So if you're at that second level, you can get all these references that I'll use and all the research that I use to be able to paint this. But there's your basic reference sheet. And then this is really, really cool. For those of you guys who don't paint a lot, or are afraid to paint, just want to put the kits together and really enjoy them, Bandai does an awesome job of color coding the different parts of the model so that it looks appropriate, and then giving you decals if you want to do decals, or stickers, which are even easier to apply. So you could literally put this whole thing together. It's got its own little base, set it up, and it looks, halfway decent. Now, of course, for a lot of us, I would say a greater portion of the fun is painting. So we'll be doing painting, obviously, for this. But it's just really, really cool to know that they pay attention enough to say, okay, well, at all different levels of modeling, you'll still get a really big kick out of this model. One of the other really, really important things, and I'll mention this probably in every single Bandai kit that we build, is that you don't need glue. They set up all the pieces so that there's just a little bit of expansion when the pieces come together. So it's, you could call it a snap-tight kit, but it's so crazy detailed that I don't even want to call it a snap-tight kit. It's just a kit that you don't need glue for. So that is just insane. Now, we are going to carefully clean each part, and that's one thing that I think we should stress in every single model that we build, is even though these things come together, Bandai is really, really good at engineering all the bits and pieces so that it hides a lot of the seams and some of the areas where you clip off the sprues. Still, 100% of the time, I clean every single piece so that you get a really, really tight bond where the pieces have no gaps, no cracks, everything fits really, really nice and smooth and perfect. So let's get started.